Nate, there were a couple times during the game against Iowa State that you had some balls sail long. What have you done in practice or what will you do in practice to improve that?
I think just continue to develop timing with the receivers, tight ends. I think the course of the game just got a little bit too excited in those situations. So just to dial it back a little bit and continue to work on those plays in practice.
Did Iowa State's veteran secondary kind of play into getting a little excited and sending the ball a little bit too far?
Yeah, they have a lot of great players in their secondary, and I knew that they could make plays on balls that were, maybe 50-50 or close. So yeah, I know that. That might have played a little bit into it.
You hit, I think, like 9 different receivers. Is that you getting more comfortable in the offense, or is it you having more time to throw? A combination of the two, maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe a combination of both. We threw a lot of guys in there, and a lot of guys made plays, and I think that just comes down to all the practice and effort that we put in leading up to that point to trust them and know that they can make those plays.
It seems pretty early on like Nick Easy's become really a guy that you trust, you can find out there. What is it about him as a receiver that makes him such a valuable weapon for you guys?
I think it just his work ethic. He always comes out to practice and gives 100%. So he's always going to be in the right place at the right time. He's just really reliable, good hands. Obviously he can make some people miss when he gets the ball.
Do you care? Big Ten player, the offensive player of the week. Is that kind of cool? Second career start.
Yeah, it's pretty special, but again, I think it just goes back to the whole offense. We were all on the same page, and the offensive line did a great job at protecting the backs, made a lot of great plays in the open field. Drake, Ackerman, and James, they all had big catches on checkdowns. Overall, it was a team effort.
When you look back at the film of that game, what did you see from yourself?
A lot of stuff to work on still. Obviously missing some of those throws, but then also some communication stuff with receivers, and just continue to work on my footwork.
You stayed very composed down the stretch, especially into overtime. What's going through your mind?
I think at the quarterback position, all eyes are on you. So you got to have a pretty even-keeled demeanor throughout the whole game, and you got to be able to rely on your teammates and know that they have your back and that you have theirs. So just having the trust of your teammates really helps be even keel and go out there and make plays.
Does it sort of help you? I don't want to say relax, but you've spent the last 2 years in a competition with Tyler. The first game, a bit of a rough start, didn't throw that many passes, and then you look at last week's performance, you're a Big Ten player. Do you take a breath and say, "Oh, okay, maybe this is my team now, finally"?
I think right when the coaches made the decision, at that point, I think it was a little more of that feeling. So I think, immediately all my teammates immediately told me that they had my back and that they trusted me. So I guess I haven't really felt that recently.
So I heard you're a Chicago Bears fan from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I am.
Are you a big fan?
I haven't really been able to pay much attention to NFL football the last couple years, but my dad grew up not too far away from Chicago, so I guess with relatives in Illinois and obviously watching the Bears every Sunday at home when I was younger kind of played into that.
So you've grown up around people that probably don't root against you or against you a lot, and like you were in Ames the other day.
I think whether it was
hostile environment.
I wouldn't say it was hostile, more so friendly competition with my friends, or just joking around and laughing with my friends back home, more stuff like that.
Looking back over the last 2 games, you've had a start at home, a start on the road. How do you think you've done?
Obviously the coaches grade our performance, and getting the feedback from them, I see that there's a lot to work on and a lot to get better at still. So overall, obviously, the whole team, we've done well enough to win, but in the future, I think we can all build and improve and do a lot better.
What are some of the specifics in those things they grade you on?
I mean, decision making and at the quarterback position, accuracy with your throws, and I mean, just continuing to work on footwork will help with accuracy, and obviously decision making, being prepared, using the game plan to your advantage. So just being able to continue to build on those stepping stones.
Did you guys? How many times did you guys watch the touchdown pass to Mir, the 15-yarder? Did you guys kind of take that one in and sort of enjoy that one? Because it was pretty.
I think Sunday we had a team meeting, and I think we go over the highlights of the week, and I mean it was just like any other play. We watch it once and obviously enjoy it in the moment, and then move on and start focusing on North Texas.
What do you take away from this game? Those are pretty. What do you want to brush up on? You said communication and obviously the long balls.
Yeah, I think those two are big things, and I think if we get that down, we'll be able to play pretty well this weekend.
Are you the kind of guy that you put out a pass like that to Amir, and I think it's basically the same ball to Matt? You seem to keep that along with say if you throw a bad ball. I think you went through one bad ball Saturday. You don't seem to rise up and like live in that moment very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you got to be able to move on to the next play. You can't be focused on the past, or you got to be in the present. And the coaches always stress your mind's got to be where your feet are. So I think being able to obviously enjoy it in the moment, but then move on to the next play, because obviously the game doesn't end after one play. So I mean you got to continue to build and improve throughout the course of the game.
What is collectively? How are Brian and Coach Brian and Coach O'Keefe? How are they kind of? I don't want to say handling you, but they seem to be on message, and you seem to be really soaking it up.
Yeah, they do a great job at communicating all week and communicating the game plan and what we're looking to do throughout the week. So I think just that communication between all of us, and not just myself and the coaches, but the whole offense, really helps us be on the same page.
Coach